Hong Kong, a global financial hub where money and materialism meet. 1 in 10 people in this special administrative region of China is a millionaire, and there are more Rolls-Royces per person here than in any other city on earth. There are more skyscrapers too. Around 8,000 buildings in Hong Kong have in excess of 14 floors, twice that of New York. However, not everything in this part of southern China happens in the clouds. The basements of many of the region's high-rises are homes to a sport which is altogether more down to earth.
Snooker is a very popular sport in Hong Kong. That's thanks to having people like Marco Fu here and Ding Junhui in China. The public's impression of these players is very positive, meaning parents are now happy for their children to take up the sport. They have both helped snooker become much more popular, and lots of children in Hong Kong are now playing it. These days, snooker is not just a sport for adults, it's also for children.
For the past 15 years, Hong Kong snooker has been all about one man, Marco Fu. This year he returned to the top 10 of the international rankings, reaching a career-high 6th in the world. But now the newest crop of talent in the Pearl of the Orient are keen to join him. And the first in line of those looking to make their big break is a 14-year-old by the name of UQ.
When I was around 7.5 or 8 years old, I saw my dad watching a program on TV. I noticed that there were a lot of different coloured balls, and it really interested me. I asked my dad what this game was, and he took me to a snooker club to have a go at it.
Someone with a clear idea of what it takes to succeed in the game is Wayne Griffiths. Working alongside coach Alan Wong at the all-encompassing Hong Kong Sports Institute, the son of former world snooker champion Terry Griffiths is the current head of Hong Kong billiard sports. He gives his charges a clear target.
Total dedication. We talk about the 10,000 hours they need to be doing, 20 hours a week, 50 weeks a year for 10 years to get a mastery in the sport. That takes a lot of commitment. So you need the skill, you need the talent, but you also need the dedication.
1 or 2 years after I started playing snooker, I felt I'd grasped the key techniques and made good progress. I was playing better and better and decided I wanted to become a professional snooker player.
His decision appears to have been well considered. In 2012, not yet a teenager and wearing platform shoes to help him reach the table, UQ became the youngest ever player to pocket Hong Kong's national under-21 tournament. His father, who insists there was no pun intended with his son's name, was watching on.
It was truly difficult for us to believe what we were seeing. He was only 12 years old and still very short, even in his platform shoes. He was still 7 years younger than some of the players he was competing against. But, taking each round at a time, he made steady progress through the tournament. And then ultimately, he won the final to become the under-21 champion of Hong Kong. We couldn't believe it.
My key strength is my defensive play, both in securing where the balls are on the table and in making life difficult for my opponent. My biggest difficulty is that I'm not tall enough and need to use extra strength when striking a ball. For long-range shots or when I'm trying to control the cue ball, I don't always generate enough power.
UQ chalked up another under-21 title at the Nationals this year, and he'll now look to bridge the gap to senior competition around the world. However, as an academically gifted student and a talented pianist, there are a number of activities vying for UQ's attention. At the Victoria Shanghai Academy by the Aberdeen Harbour on Hong Kong Island, this snooker prodigy counts drama and English amongst his favourite subjects.
I like to try lots of different things. For example, learning to play snooker and also learning the piano. With school, it can be difficult to balance my time between everything. I think the students are impressed by what I do, and they recognise that I'm very young to be playing snooker so well. Also, they're surprised I can play it so well, given that I'm still quite small.
In Hong Kong, the pursuit of academic success is very high on the agenda, and competition among students is very intense. At the same time, with things such as sport, learning art, learning to play the piano, and many other activities, the levels of competition are also very demanding here in Hong Kong. If you really want to be successful in all those areas, it's not easy. So all we ask is for UQ to do his best.
Back at the Sports Institute, Alan Wong is Wayne Griffith's right-hand man. He oversees the day-to-day coaching of the youth players, having recruited them to the Talent ID scheme by scouting for potential at local competitions.
We are very lucky to have identified this group, as these are really talented children. When they were just starting out, we never thought they would go on to compete with players from China and other countries. But after just 2 years of intensive training, we're already seeing them performing well in competitions, and that makes us very proud.
With the help of the government as well as the Hong Kong Jockey Club, athletes in Hong Kong who excel receive grants to further their development. This elite sports system provides support for overseas travel, physiotherapy and psychological coaching. It's a cushion which is rare in the world of snooker, but Alan and Wayne hope it will allow their young squad to hit its maximum potential. Amongst others, UQ is in the frame to do just that.
The thing I want most of all is to do my best, make some big breaks and perform really well when I compete in senior competition. I want to represent my country in tournaments around the world, do as well as possible, and make the people here proud of me.
UQ's talent, determination and dedication suggest his future in the game is assured. Wayne Griffiths has high hopes that all his protégés will soon be racking up trophies around the world and lead Hong Kong snooker into the pink.
I think now we have a central training environment here at the Hong Kong Sports Institute. Our main goal is to follow in the footsteps, of Marco Fu, Fung Kwok Wai, Ao Chi Wai, our previously very strong and successful players here in Hong Kong, by bringing the youth, finding the youth, bringing them through into the elite system and giving them the tools and techniques they need to go all the way to make professional status. So definitely we're looking for more Marco Fus in the future.